Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up. Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try, everything burns! Everything burns! Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try, everything burns! Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Everything burns! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try, everything burns! Everything burns!
Hello, and welcome back. Hopping back into Final Fantasy XIV today. Gonna check out the New Year's event thing, or get our New Year's fortune. Then we're gonna get back into the quest line of the 12. Currently on In Heavenly Company. We've done 2 of the God raids. And now we gotta continue the story so we can get to the 3rd. And hopefully be able to get a party together for the 3rd. That's where we're at. So let's get into it here. I put together a new fit for my Dark Knight here. We've got of course, got our Mandervillish Greatsword. Love it. Then we put on the Chapeau of Scouting, which is normally for ninjas and vipers. And then this Reaper's Corselet. Reaper's Arm Guards. Antiquated Trueblood Braze. And Reaper's Boots. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. The pants are okay. I think could do better, but I just don't have anything or not much on hand. Look into it. Yeah, I think it goes together pretty well. Kind of a wanderer type outfit. I mean, it is the year of the horse, I guess. Pretty soon. The Uma Bugyo would entreat your aid for the Heaven's Turn festivities. In honor and glory do we first lay eyes upon one another. I am the Uma Bugyo, the head of a delegation from the far eastern nation of Hingashi. We are come on a mission to tend to the fire of friendship with your Eorzea. This we seek to do by sharing the joys of our Heaven's Turn customs, which differs from those observed on these shores. While the people of Eorzea choose a deity to be first among the 12, we in the far east grant that honor to one of 12 noble beasts. And this year the honor belongs to the horse, the most dignified and dependable of steeds. Now, though I previously had the pleasure of introducing the horse in Eorzea, few are they still who have true appreciation for the creature. This time, therefore, it is my hope to better convey its appeal, its gallantry and majesty, to which end we are planning to have them march in a procession. Presently, a member of our delegation is out spreading word of the event to the people of Limsa Lominsa. He wears a unique kabuto like mine, and has a delightful mascot with him besides. Alas, said mascot is as anxious as it is adorable, and we are having some difficulty handling it. As an adventurer, I dare say you have a wealth of experience interacting with creatures great and small. If you are willing, might we prevail upon your aid? Sure. In humility and gratitude do I receive your assent. Without further ado, my assistant, the Uma Yoriki, set off in the direction of the drowning wench. Pray, seek him out and offer him your able assistance. Sure thing. Oh yeah, also, I'm currently on the data center Primal because Ether is full. Apparently Ether is very popular today. So hopefully we'll be able to get a raid together. It always seems to be difficult to get a raid together for the god raids. Come here, I say. Come here! Whoops. How am I to promote the procession when it refuses my every command? Forgive me, I did not notice you there. I'm here to help. The Uma Bugyo sent you, you say? I could indeed do with some help. The little one here is a unicolt, the young of a unicorn, rare even in Eorzea. Our delegation was able to borrow it for this Heaven's Turn celebration, but as you can see, it is disinclined to obey me. While I am versed in the handling of horses and could tame the unruliest of them, this creature has eluded all my attempts to reach out to it. It appears to be daunted by its new surroundings and will neither move nor respond to aught I say. What's this? The Unicolt approaches you of its own accord? Yeah. When I collected it from Ishgard, I was told that unicorns favor those who are pure of heart. I had thought it a myth, but the creatures may truly have the ability to sense our intent. In my eagerness to use it for our festivities, I may have driven it away, while you drew it to yourself with your innocence. Well, well, unless I am mistaken, it wishes to say that with you it would be willing to promote the Heaven's Turn procession. Really, it wishes to say that, does it? Loath though I am to impose, might I ask you to take the Unicolt with you and spread the word of the event? The procession will set forth from the Zephyr Gate in Middle Lenosia and strike southward. To begin with, you might try approaching the folk nearby. When you have finished, pray report to the Umabugyo. I leave the Unicolt in your capable hands. I got this. Come here, Unicolt. Take me away from this horrible man, please! The Uma no Unicolt is eager to set forth with you. Take it around the area and inform the locals about the Heaven's Turn procession. Come with me, Unicolt. Ah, it's Heaven's Turn again, ain't it? Our Far Eastern friends have got something in store for us, I gather. How do you not know that it's Heaven's Turn again? Well now, what a curious little creature. What exactly is it? It's a Unicolt, a baby unicorn. We can do this together! So it's the Heaven's Turn mascot, and I see now that it's a unicorn, which makes this the year of the horse, aye? That explains the style of its adornments. I'm mostly out on the sea, so I don't have much contact with horses, but there was a thriving harness trade over in Kugane. Chocobos in Eorzea and horses in the Far East. It's interesting, isn't it? How two different creatures in faraway lands came to be embraced in the same way. It is pretty interesting. There is to be a procession outside the city, ye say? That sounds like a good bit of fun. We'll tell everyone we know about it. The Unicolt appears to be pleased at having promoted the event. Continue taking it around the city and spreading the word. Now I have two minions, a Morpho and a Unicolt, at the same time. Great. Eh? That a unicorn, young I spy? And it's the mascot for this year's Heaven's Turn, you say? I see. Might be as you're aware, but the Grand Companies have been employing horses on a trial basis. Something as came about years ago thanks to the Heaven's Turn celebration. Being hard to come by in Eorzea, they're not like to replace chocobos, but by all accounts they're comfortable creatures to ride. Seeing a little one here reminded me of that. And if the Maelstrom's also taking part in the procession as I expect, I'll make a point of ducking out to watch it. Yippee! Yay! We gotta go all the way up to the Culinarian Guild. Come, little unicorn. Come with me to the citizen. What the? Oh my! You gave me quite a shock. Whatever you might be. I've never seen a horned beast like you before. It's a unicolt. A baby unicorn. Ah, so that's why it's attired this way. I must say, I do enjoy it when Heaven's Turn comes to Eorzea. It allows us to experience Far Eastern culture right here at home. And this procession sounds delightful. I assume the little one will be a part of it as well. How adorable! I'm not too familiar with horses, so I look forward to seeing them in all their gallantry and majesty. Man, this place looks so cool when it's foggy. Look at that. Very nice. Pretty cool. Alright, let's return to the aft castle. Ah, you are returned. I am given to understand that you have been promoting the procession together with the Unicolt. And a most excellent job you have done of it, if the excitement among the townspeople is any indication. Allow me to express my heartfelt thanks for your assistance. Now then, may I ask how our mascot fares? When last I beheld it, it was startling at fairly every sight and sound. Well, it's right behind me. Well now, look how outgoing and cheerful you have become. Had I not known better, I would not think you the same creature. Lest you wondered, there is a reason why we went through not inconsiderable effort to have a unicorn be our mascot for this year's celebration. It all began during my previous visit to Eorzea. In our impassioned desire to introduce the horse to your land, we had incurred the ire of a fraternity representing Chocobo interests, with whose leader I engaged in a heated argument. Thankfully, an Ishgardian knight chanced to be on hand, a charmingly irrepressible silver-haired gentleman who helped us to resolve matters in civility and amity. Bearing the crest of the unicorn upon his person, he smiled as he expressed his tremendous and equal admiration for horses and chocobos both. In recalling that episode, I was reminded of the greatness of bonds that transcend nations. And so, when our delegation was due to visit Eorzea once more, I was inspired to reach out to the noble horse to which that knight belonged. For a time I had feared what might become of this year's event. But thanks to the Unicolt and you helping it come to its own, I have confidence that all shall be well. Yes, all shall be well indeed. Much like the Ishgardian knight, I believe you possess an innate ability to bring disparate hearts and souls together. That being the case, with you having promoted the procession, full sure am I that we shall have a great crowd in attendance. Now then, the hour of the event is upon us. We shall begin as soon as the preparations are complete. And of course we get an Umano Unicult. Even as we speak, my faithful assistants should be seeing to the final preparations at the procession's departure point. Being immediately outside the Zephyr Gate, the people should not have trouble finding it. I dare say even you could make your own way there. Little one? I dare say even you could make your own way there, little one, now that you have been around the city. Off he goes. It does me well to see the Unicult in such good spirits. Now, seeing as you kindly promoted the procession, it seems only natural that you attended as well. Will you not do us the honor? Excellent. Pray seek out the Uma Yoriki outside the Zephyr Gate. He can direct you to the best locations for viewing the event. What the? Kryl? The Kryl is here. We need to go to the Zephyr Gate. Oh, look at the little decoration. Lovely. Uma Yuriki. Ah, so you have come too. I was quite surprised when the Unicult appeared alone. In the short time it has been with you, it has become completely at ease around people. You truly have a way with beasts. Now then, those participating in the procession should be arriving soon. Look at those horses. Ah, these horses! Might they be... Indeed. They're the first to be brought in from the Far East after your delegation's visit years ago. Being a breed suited to our climes, they've fared very well. We employ them in patrols and various other duties, and they've proven themselves most dependable. As their riders and carriers both, it gives us great pride to present them before the people on the occasion of this Heaven's Turn. But to have our three steeds lined up side by side, I've no doubt that mine is the finest among them. I beg to differ. Mine has the brightest eyes, the shiniest coat, and noblest bearing. Any and all can see that it is the finest. As you can see, we're quite taken with our horses. These splendid steeds will make their way together along the road, putting their gallant and majestic forms on display. A marvelous way to mark the coming of the year of the horse. I trust you'll agree. What's this? You wish to join the procession? Well, I am impressed with your newfound courage, little one. I fear it would not be safe for you to run among war-trained creatures several times your size. I think it'd be a great addition to the event. If you will accompany it, perhaps there is no cause for concern. And 'tis true that the people would be delighted to see our adorable mascot. Very well, you may take part. Let us proceed in this manner. While the Grand Company horses travel along the road, the Unicolt shall run freely through the fields with you at its side. That would help the procession end on a charming accent, I believe. Without further ado then, the good officers and I shall set forth. We shall see you and the Unicolt at the procession's end. So when do I get a fancy steed? I mean, I guess I do have a horse, technically. I've got Boreas. Alright, Umano Unicolt. The Umano Unicolt is champing at the proverbial bit to set forth. Certain duties require you to follow an NPC to a designated location. Should you fall too far behind, the NPC will return to the starting point, and you must speak to them to try again. Can I? Yes. All of the horse. Maximum horse. Woo! The Umano Unicolt is savoring the joy of running freely while being cheered on by the people. By the 5 people that showed up. Oh. We're off to the next location. Woo! I don't think I have any danger of falling behind. The Umano Unicolt appears tremendously satisfied. Oh wait, The Umano Unicolt is eager to continue on to your destination. So I'm just noticing the way that Boreas's front legs move, and it's very disturbing. What is that joint? What? Pretty sure that's not how legs move. We were watching from here. You ran impressively, little one. Hear, hear. Be it a great stallion or a growing foal, few things are more magnificent than a horse in motion. Yeah. In the Far East, 'tis believed that to behold the horse's majestic form in the new year is to pray for peace and plenty. Furthermore, the unicorn is a symbol of the bond between our lands, a mark of friendship that shall endure for generations. These 2 things serve to lend the procession even greater meaning. In Ishgard, the unicorn is held to be a sacred beast that assists in religious rites. 'Tis rather fitting that it should assist in Heaven's turn as well. Is that so? That is most fascinating, for the unicorn is also considered a sacred beast in the Far East, possessed of divine powers. Distant though our lands may be, we have much and more in common. To have the little one be a part of the celebration is auspicious indeed. he goes. Truly, a horse in motion is a magnificent sight. Uh-huh. With that, my fellows and I shall tend to the tidying up. In the meantime, I would be grateful if you could report to the Uma Bugyo. My thanks again for your invaluable aid. You're welcome. Oh, and we're back. In gladness and glee do I welcome your return. By the Unicolt's buoyant bearing alone, I could tell that the procession was a rousing success. Yeah, see, the Unicolt's animation is way better than Boreas's. His legs actually move and rotate at the shoulder instead of below the shoulder, where it just like kind of disjoints. You have done very well, little one. Going far above and beyond your duty as a mascot. Rightly proud of yourself you may be. Now, in the course of being at your side, our once weary Unicolt has forged a bond of trust with you. Is this not so? Huh? Then in hope and faith do I ask that you take it with you on your journeys. In your care, I believe it can reach its full stride, and our Ishgardian friends would doubtless agree. Okay. In parting, I bid you enjoy the Heaven's Turn festivities while they last. And on behalf of our delegation, I wish you health and happiness for the year ahead. Should you wish to draw Omikuji, the Omikujishi has returned to offer his services for the remainder of the celebration. Seek him out for a Heaven's Turn fortune. Furthermore, 12 extra fortunes have been divined this year. Keep a watchful eye on the prosperity section of your Omikuji and discover what new journeys might lie in wait for you. There you are, Omikujishi. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Yeah. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. Very good. I shall be happy to oblige. What's our fortune? Good fortune! Thou shalt experience exceptional fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventure. Opportunity awaiteth in lands blessed by golden dawn. Dawn Trail. Relationships. Though slow to ripen, the sweetest of fruits await. Prosperity. Set forth beneath the moon and stars. In their guidance, fortune lies. Conflict. Thy weapon suiteth thee well. Continue in thine efforts with confidence. Favor. Be creative like unto the builder, and a surer hand of craftsmanship shall be thine. Set forth beneath the moon and stars, in their guidance fortune lies. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. I guess it's time to tie our fortune to this string here. Well, we've got good fortune. Good fortune. Alright, then now it is time to speak with Derek at Ratafrost. Yeah, look at Boreas's legs. Why did they do that? Okay, they're looking a little better there. But specifically in the slow walk animation, doesn't look super good. Alright, well. Derek. Ah, symbols, right. Gotta find the symbols and use device on them. Now then, we're to hold out an instrument to the stone. Would you care to do the honors here, Genosia? Sure. You're supposed to hold out the tombstone thing that we got, remember? Where's the instrument? The instrument vibrates rapidly. Well, where is it? Where? My hand's empty. What do you mean it vibrates rapidly?
"'Tis done. The information held in the stone has been etched.
Trying to remember. Oh, so sorry. Halon should have been a different voice. This one is.
As Alfie said, these stones are eternal. No matter their shape or location, their nature is unchanging. Together with the monument in the Omphalos, they have remained the same since time immemorial. 'Twas the love that men bear for us, and we for the star, that compelled us to create the monument and the stones. And though men do not know the truth of the stones, they offer them prayer. This act is a manifestation of your bond with us, while the stones are a manifestation of our bond with the star. And so, by praying to the stones, you effectively cultivate a bond between yourselves and us, and the star. Delightful, is it not?
Though we appreciate your eagerness to talk, perhaps we should save some conversation for the destinations to come. If we linger too long in any one place, we are liable to be late to reconvene with the others.
Then let us make for the central highlands of Kurthus. Within the Fury's gaze, my own mark awaits.
Querthus. Speaking of Querthus, I hear the level 1 is gone. They removed him. It's so sad. What a beautiful beast he was. White broom. Into a cave here. Alright, guys. Where's the symbol here? Really difficult to make out there, but yeah, it is the 3, like, spear things. There it is, the Mark of the Fury. It wouldn't do to burden you constantly. I shall extract the information this time. Are you going to actually hold out your item, or are you just going to hold out an empty hand?
Looking back, Cologne, you've grown noticeably more imposing this past millennium. There are also more statues in Heaven of Ice. Ooh, but an idea occurs to me. Genasia, this time I want you to share what you know about the worship of Cologne. I dare say it will be interesting to hear what mankind thinks of her from your perspective.
The Ishgardian Orthodox Church is the heart of the faith in the Fury. Yeah.
Ah, yes, the prayers of the people are fervent indeed, and through the church they evolved, a change I felt with my very being. Well, how very fascinating. 'Tis a fine thing indeed to hear directly from mortals. Still, as much as Cologne loves her children, it troubled her to see them at war with dragons, to see those who share this star spill each other's blood. As you should well know, Menfinia, it isn't our place to judge the faith of mortals. Even when we lend them our aid, we must refrain from intervening in their affairs. Lest there be any doubt, mankind's faith in us is mankind's alone. By your prayers, our forms are become that which they need to be.
Huh? Apologies for the wait.
Acquired the information, have you? Excellent. Let's proceed to the next mark. Mine. As I recall, it lies near the steel vigil by the cliff west of the entrance. Follow me.
Hooray! No. Hop, 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 slowly hopping along as a tiny little bunny. Way up there. brass dragon head. Providence Point. There you are, Minfina. You're all alone for some reason.
Well now, aren't we quick? My mark lies just ahead. Let's wait for the others and then continue together. Oh look, someone's praying. How delightful to see one of my faithful children.
O benevolent goddess, grant me deliverance. I beseech you, save my soul. You! You're the one who was hunting down the lambs of Dalamud! I knew it! I knew you wouldn't stop till you've dealt with every last one of us! And how you've come for me! To think that this is her will. The lambs of Dalamud. They're the cult that appeared prior to the Seventh Umbral Calamity, are they not? In the name of their faith, they abducted and sacrificed innocent souls and did not fear death. I've committed no crimes, I swear it! Minfina is my witness. In the beginning, we simply prayed to the Twin Moons, for Dalamud to one day shepherd our souls to the bosom of his mistress. But it all changed when Dalamud began turning red. More and more of us began believing that he was our savior, that we must prove our loyalty with our lives, else we would suffer eternal nation. So that's how your group took on its fanatical ways, and came to be branded as a dangerous cult. And at some point, I assume you were tasked with hunting them down? I used to be a merchant in Ul'dah, but timid as I am, I struggle to survive in that cutthroat world. That's why I turned to Minfina. I wanted to bask in her gentle acceptance, and gain courage from her strong and faithful hound. They were my solace, the only way I could be at peace with myself. But they took it from me. My fellows who committed those horrible deeds, and those who reviled me as one of them, they took it away. Why did you continue to be a lamb of Dalamud? Why didn't you just leave the cult? You're strong, aren't you? Grant me deliverance, I beg you. Judge me and show me the way. I just can't bear it anymore. What good is a god I can't see, who won't grant me a thimble of succor no matter how much I pray? Buni. You mustn't seek in men what you seek in gods. Strong as she is but a mortal, like you. She is made of flesh and bone and possessed of her own will, nothing more, nothing less. It avails you not to raise others up while belittling yourself. You are your own person, with a path of your own to walk. Even should you be taken by despair, that you are here now makes you no different from this woman. So believe me when I say, all will be well. Keep your faith in Minfina. Believe in her love and grace, and you will surely learn to love others as well as yourself. Please forgive me for my unseemly outburst. I had been feeling lost and all my anguish came spilling out. It was Menfina herself who brought you here. I'm certain of it. You're not wrong, but to encourage and guide me, taking your words to heart, I'll try searching for a new path. Should you feel lost again, take to the road. See what is out there. Learn how others live and think, and you are bound to find your way.
Blessings be upon you on the road ahead, dear child.
Did you say something? Nah. Menfina truly does watch out for me. Alright, Derek. Unsolicited though it was, I don't regret saying those words to him. He needed to hear them. Yeah? But come, Genosia. This time it's your turn to extract the information. Also, why would you regret saying those words to him? It had a very positive outcome. What? He didn't even begrudge you saying those words to him. He was all like, thank you. Thank you for those words of encouragement. The instrument vibrates rapidly, wherever it is.
Forgive me, Genosia. I fear I've caused you trouble. I'm relieved to know that you truly are strong, in body and spirit both. Far be it from me to ask this of you, but please do not hold it against that child.
That sunlight shining next to the rock.
We do not wish for our existence to bring grief to our children. Yet no matter which faith, there are who we are who we are because of those who lead us. My hound is no exception. He was born when men came to worship the object their ancestors cast unto the heavens. We're not all powerful. We can't grant all of mankind's wishes. Nonetheless, we always hear you. No hope is too small, no prayer too faint.
Now, hang on. She keeps saying how the 12 are who they are because of the people praying for them, and I think it was Halon who said that their forms look the way they are because of the people who pray to them. And she's saying that her hound was given form because of people praying to it because of, Dalamud appearing and then being all like, oh, that must be Menfina's hound, and then praying to it as Menfina's hound, thus creating Menfina's... That's a primal, Menfina. Y'all said you're not primals. You are actually the 12, real, not given form by people's prayers and ether, and yet everything you say now is contradicting that.
I just wanted to make that clear, lest you forget, we love mankind dearly.
I mean, it's true that you haven't So far, it seems like you haven't been, like, enthralling people. But it really feels like a form of being primals. Something appears to weigh upon Derek's mind.
With this, we have completed our task and may return to the Omphos.
Sorry, that. Alright. With this, we've completed our task and may return to the Omphalos. Yet, I can't help but think about Cryle. Grahatia seemed to be worried about her, did he not? 'Twas as if something weighed on her mind. Though she is in the company of deities, I find myself worrying too. You could ask her directly. Yes, I suppose so. If there are no objections, let us seek out Cryle.
She has headed to the Twellswood with Nofika and Birgot, yes? They are presently too far away for us to sense, but we should be able to locate them once in the forest.
I see. In that case, let us make for Gridania. But also, first, while we're here, it is good to pray over the grave of our fallen friend, Horshaphon. And to give a good old Horshaphon emote in remembrance. Alright. To Gridania. See you later, Horshaphon. Derek. So here we are in Gridania. Can you sense Nofika and Birgot?
I do, but something is strange. Indeed, they appear to be in different places. Nofika is the nearest of the two and is quite close by. I should go and find her.
Wait! You mustn't go off on your own. Yeah, confound it all. After her, Genosia. Alone? Old Gridania. Oh, no, stop. Alone is the one I want to talk to.
There she is.
Not gonna lie, I can't. Wait, is Nofika the redhead? I think Nofika's the redhead. Hope so.
Well now, I wasn't expecting to see you all here. Is aught the matter?
You're supposed to be with Cryle and Birgot. Where are they?
Oh, we became separated while I was distracted, listening to the elementals. The beings are the voices of those who call with home. As I am the patron of this land, they could not help but report to me.
You gods can sense each other. Even should you become separated, shouldn't it be a simple matter to find them again?
Indeed, 'twould seem you are keeping something from us, Nofika. Oh, Lord, There is simply no fooling you. Very well, I shall confess all. The child Kyle wanted to visit our stones alone, you see, to complete her task without us watching over her. We merely respected that wish. With her abilities, I do not believe she is in any danger. But the worries that he is, but the warrior that he is, Birgot decided to follow after her discreetly. If this is her wish, then indeed we must abide by it. As for Birgot, yes, I sense him in the place men call the South Shroud.
One of the stones is situated there, I believe near Camp Tranquil. Let us search that area for Birgot. If we find him, we should find Krile as well. Very well. To the South Shroud. Camp Tranquil. Suspicious Spriggan. Spriggans are not native to these lands.
What brings you all here?
We understand you've been following Krile. Where is she?
Having acquired information from my stone, she now makes for Alphix. I keep my distance to avoid being seen, and was about to continue on when you appeared.
Alphix Stone is her last destination, is it not? Let us all go and meet her there.
If everyone so wishes, then very well. To hasten our passage, I shall call upon Master Alder's servants to bear the mortals.
Well? Ah, I see. I thought it would just immediately take us there. It seems we have the use of these hawks. Let's see if we can spot Krile from above. I'll bring our companions, so you needn't worry about them. Are you ready? Yeah. Oh, okay, it's auto-scroller. Go, my feathered friend. Fly like the wind. They don't seem to be listening to you, Derek. They're just flying at a normal speed. I must thank you, Genosia. Talking to you helped me to find the resolve to seek out Krile. No signs of her here. Let's continue on to Alphix Stone. Lower paths. Yes. I feel like this is around the place where we once met up with... yeah. There she is. She certainly wasted no time. Yeah, where we once met up with Hildebrand. Oops.
Well now, did you come all this way just to check on me? I've been on edge worrying that I might stumble into Odin.
So you gave me a bit of a fright. Nofika tells us that you wish to travel alone. What prompted you to send the gods away? It's difficult to explain. I suppose I wanted to seek the answers in my own way. As the gods told us, if we wish to know the truth, we must discover it for ourselves. In spite of this, they've seen fit to not only set us upon the right path, but accompany us besides. This bespeaks the faith that they have in man's spirit of inquiry, and it gives me heart. After all, 'tis the self-same spirit that defines the students of Valdesian. Like everyone, I want to uncover the truth of the 12, to know their aspirations and understand them. And having seen a dear friend embark on countless adventures, I've developed the desire to see and experience the world for myself. There are dangers out there, of course, but I wanted to prove that I could handle them and perform my task. Smile. I see. Indeed, as much as we can learn from others, there's no substitute for seeing with one's own eyes. And in yours, I see the gleam of yearning for exploration and discovery. It reveals to me the love you bear for our star, and it makes me glad. What's this all of a sudden? It's embarrassing when you say such things with a straight face. Right then. I've yet to acquire the information here, so I'll tend to it at once. Perhaps you'd like to wait for me at Quarry Mill? Very well. And apparently Nofika and Birgot are going to stay behind with you. Let's wait for Kryl here. Excuse me. Nofika and Birgot are with her, so she'll be fine. First the man at Menfina's mark, and now Kryl. In the course of traveling with you and yours, it seems I inevitably end up encroaching upon others' lives. Ook, ook, ook. Ah, yours as well. Though nothing binds you to me, you've followed me ever since I tended to your wounds. You're free to go anywhere, you know. A person's life belongs to that person alone. Others can't be expected to assume responsibility for it, and thus is it wrong to interfere. Alas, once I've glimpsed someone's heart, I find I can't avert my gaze. It truly is difficult to be amidst people. The secret of the 12. It doesn't take too long to extract the information. Kryl should be here any moment now. And there she is. Apologies for the wait. With that, I've obtained information from all of my stones. You've taken care of yours already, yes? Thank you for worrying about me. While it's good to know that I can handle myself, I'm heartened to be doing this with you all. I owe you thanks as well, Birgot and Nofika, for accepting my request with good grace.
Think not of it. You did well to see your task through, little one.
Indeed. Come, let us all return to the Omphalos.
Yes. Back to Omphalos then. There it is. Oops. Yes, yes. Take me away to the Omphalos. You took your time, Genosia. Did something happen? Now we just met up with Kryl. Ah, so you rendezvoused with Kryl. How was your experience with the gods, if I may ask? Not only did you help a disillusioned man find his way, you looked in on Kryl besides. Thank you, Genosia. And you as well, Derek. I fear I overstepped my bounds, but what's done is done.
We shall return to our sanctums. You have our gratitude for the delightful time.
By holding your instruments out to the monument, you will be able to augment the missing information. Be well, dear children. Shall we then? Everyone hold out your instruments. Oh, now we actually pull out the instrument. Why? You have the model. Why didn't you just put it in my hand during those bits where we're getting the information from the symbols? It would be so easy. Amazing! What was impossible to decipher is now crystal clear. Without further ado, I shall read out the epigraph. As beings who endured by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influence of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. He who is named Birgot shall preside over construction, his duty to fortify the works of men and encourage them to build. He who is named Ralga shall preside over destruction, his duty to galvanize the star's beating heart and facilitate mankind's regeneration. She who is named Azima shall preside over the sun, her duty to nurture its life-giving light and illuminate the truth for all to see. He who is named Naldthal shall preside over the subterrane, his duty to make gleam the riches hidden in the deepest depths and in men themselves. She who is named Novaka shall preside over fertility, her duty to fill the land with life and prepare a path of peace and plenty. He who is named Althik shall preside over space and time, his duty to endow the star with material vigor, that mankind's march may never cease. She who is named Helone shall preside over the glaciers, her duty to hold the melting ice at bay and imbue men with constancy and tranquility. She who is named Menfina shall preside over the moon, her duty to perpetuate the turning of night and day, and foster love in the hearts of all. He who is named Thaliak shall preside over the rivers, his duty to quench the thirst of men, and water their minds with wisdom. She who is named Nimea, or Nimia, shall preside over the stars, her duty to preserve the celestial fabric of the seasons and weave the threads of men's lives. She who is named Limlaen shall preside over the seas, her duty to administer the tides and inspire men to come together as one and seek new horizons. He who is named Ocean shall preside over the mountains, his duty to sustain the breadth of the firmament, and in wandering share in men's solitude. He who is unnamed shall watch unflinching, his duty to stand over his charge always and unto the end. He who is unnamed. A 13th? Huh? Huh? There the epigraph concludes. We've been given quite a lot to ponder. He who is unnamed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A 13th who presides over them all. Unnamed. Hopes and prayers influencing their nature. Have you any thoughts on the contents of the epigraph, Junosia? The worship of Dalamud brought forth Menfina's hound. You mean to say that prayers have changed the 12 into their present forms? That is rather hard to believe. Given what we know of Dynamis, I believe it is entirely possible. In the presence of that energy, hopes and prayers have more tangible results than one might expect. Its power may be curbed upon our star, but over thousands of years of worship, it could have influenced the gods in various ways. Ways such as that which Junosia just described, for one. Others that come to mind are Helone's shield and spear, which reflect her status as a goddess of war, and Nemea's spinning wheel, which is an apt apparatus for a goddess of fate. Thus did they create this monument, this yoke, that they might never lose sight of their duty, no matter how much they may change. I'm inclined to agree with Raha. The gods wrote that they endure by the will of the star. Who that refers to, we all know too well. Hydaelyn. By sundering reality, she must have known that she would shake the very foundation of existence. Anticipating the potential chaos, I suspect she charged her collaborators with maintaining stability. If this is true, then might not the 13th unnamed being be the Watcher on the Moon? Perhaps. The pieces certainly fall into place. I wonder if he would be willing to share what he knows. As it stands, we've yet to encounter 3 gods, As there's no telling what may happen once we've fought them all, I believe we should try to uncover as much of the truth as we can, the better to know how to proceed. To that end, ere we seek out the Watcher, Raha and I shall return to Sharlayan. I shall return to Sharlayan to compile our findings, the data from the analyzer not least of all. To think that the investigation might lead us to the moon! I eagerly look forward to the next stage of our fieldwork. Heh. Genosia, like as not, yet more grueling encounters with the gods await. You should rest up and gather your strength. In other words, this is the end of this particular patch's content, and we will continue in the next patch, which has already come out by the point at which I am currently playing this. Not long now ere we arrive at the truth. Yeah? For the longest time, I've journeyed alone, not involving myself in the affairs of others. But I've enjoyed our time together. You've undertaken the investigation with all earnestness, and it has been a pleasure to be part of it. When I imagine the moment we must part ways, I can't help but be saddened, and it surprises me that I feel that way. Forgive me, I didn't mean to wax sentimental. If you'll excuse me, I shall head outside for some fresh air. There he goes again. Genosia, do you suppose you could follow after him? I can't quite say why, but I feel as though he'll suddenly vanish one day, never to return. Yeah, I also feel like there's something up with him. And especially that little monkey. That little oppo creature. Speak with him outside of Revenant's Toad. For some reason, my ear's been rather sore lately. Oh, hey, Radovan. Oh, there's probably... Yeah, there's more. I should probably do that at some point. But, oh yeah, also, update. My tanks are all level 80 plus. Gunbreaker's 81. Warrior and Paladin are both 80. So I ditched the level 70 gear and upgrade to level 80 gear. Astrologian's now 62. Working on the healers as well here. Ninja is now level 100, matching up with Viper, so they're both sharing all their gear except weapons now. I think I still need a level 100 ninja weapon. But aside from that, they're on pretty equal footing there. I've started also leveling Monk a bit. Now that all of my tanks are level 80, I've switched to leveling Monk and eventually Samurai as well, doing the Pixie Society quests. And Blue Mage is level 64.5. Slowly Slowly leveling that. That's where we're at with leveling it. Jobs and things. Derek. What's up with you? Oh, 'tis you, Genosia. What is it? What's up with you? Stokheim's worried that I'll suddenly vanish, you say? Well, as the saying goes, all things must come to an end, whether we will it or no. When our work is finished, we must go our separate ways. Doing so will sadden me, as you know. Yet that sadness is part of the joy I have derived from our companionship. So I will accept it when the time comes, and strive with you to the last. Ook. Hello. Look at him face. Look, him face. As you know, my friend, I would rather you live your own life, but having helped you, I won't send you away against your will. Well, you are a busy woman, so I won't keep you. As before, rest assured I will share with you any tidings I receive from Cryle. Take care, my friend, and see you again in due course. And about seeing you again in due course, yes, Derek? Oh, Genosia, 'tis good to see you to come. 'Tis good of you to come. But I'm afraid there is still no word from Cryle and Grahatia. They're working as fast as they can to compile the findings of our investigation, I shouldn't doubt. But between the Phantom Realm's etheric data and the Monument's epigraph, they have much and more to review. Now, while awaiting developments, I had a mind to pay Snowgame a visit in the Omphalos. If you aren't otherwise occupied, you should come too. To the Omphalos. The Omphalos. What's up? Oh, if it isn't Genosia and Derek. But no Cryle or Raha, I see. Unfortunately. Speaking of whom, would you not prefer to be with them in Sharlayan? You're a researcher too, after all. I find myself much more effective in the field. Being here gives me inspiration, you see. And, of late, I've been mulling over the opening words of the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influence of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. The suggestion that faith has shaped the nature of the 12 paints a truly intriguing picture. If truth be told, I was also hoping that I might speak with the gods again. But they haven't graced us since the time we solved the mystery of the monument. They only do so on exceptional occasions, it seems. Be that as it may, I believe there might be another way to see them. When we journeyed with the gods, Azima told me that each of them wished to speak with you in private. You, Ginacia. If you were to call them before their heavens, I have a feeling they will answer. Oh. So, won't you give it a try? And afterwards, let us know what they said? I for one see no harm in it. But if you are disinclined, then do not feel pressured. It is entirely your decision. Alright. Guess I gotta go call upon the gods. You now have the opportunity to speak with those of the 12 whom you have encountered thus far. To do so, call to them before the entrances to their respective heavens. You may advance the quest at any time by speaking with Derek in the Omphros. Well, let's go talk to them. Heaven of Lightning Gate. I see Beard God right there. Beard God. Hi.
Ginacia, pleased am I that you should seek me out. I had wished to speak with you. It does me well to see that you have been dedicating yourself to crafting. In my capacity as a builder, I watch your progress upon this path with keenest interest. The act of crafting embodies the spirit of improvement and advancement. 'Tis my hope that you will strive ever forward, and seize that which you most desire with your own hands.
I am a crafter of sorts. Ralga.
Well, if it isn't the dauntless Ginacia, full glad am I that you would thus call to me. When you and yours investigated the origins of the Fist of Ralga, you posited some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Sylph's divinity, in particular. You did well to draw that conclusion. Your inquiring minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still.
That's it. You're on the right track. Also, I'm just noticing these giant, like, bullets on my belt. And I have to wonder why? They seem to be a part of the top, which is a Reaper top, and Reapers use scythes. So, not sure why I've got giant bullets. Unless, they could be stakes for vampire slaying, but also that you would need a hammer to hammer in the stakes. I don't know. Let's see. Of course, now a machinist could wear it, so it would fit with a machinist, but it's originally a Reaper outfit.
Oh, Ginacia, at last you come. I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awaken forgotten feelings in me. Feelings that once smoldered like embers amidst the ashes. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Yet whatever the reason, your presence gives me comfort and warmth. May your light ever burn bright.
Did you know Azem? Somehow? How would they be able to know Azem? Did y'all exist before the Sundering? I don't think you would. Nald Dal.
Junasia, we bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual-aspected divinity, 'twas not always so. Man's hopes harbor power, and 'twas his faith, offered over millennia, that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your faith, we, the traders, shall watch over mankind as he strives for that which he desires.
Okay. To the next group. Bam 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 bam. Nofika.
Why, if it isn't my faithful Genosia, you wish to speak, do you? Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born of me, and as I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in Twilswood. At times, they may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love. So pray, be good to them, and heed their warnings.
Alright. Be good to the elementals and heed their warnings. That's all I have to say to you. I really wanted to speak with you just one-on-one to tell you that. Elthik.
Genosia, is it? I must say, there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of man is but a drop in the great river of time. Thus are you and yours wont to rush ahead, not wasting a single moment. Be that as it may, certain sights will only come into view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which, at first, may not seem fruitful. Should you dare to do so, you may well be visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the richness of time.
Uh-huh. You know, it's also odd that they went with 4 gods in the first raid, and then 5 in the second, and then there's only 3 left? They could have gone 4-4-4 for the 12, but they instead went 4-5-3, which is odd. Nemea? Nemea?
Well now, if it isn't my dear Genasia, how good of you to call to me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining my brother in battle, but I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I.
And actually, no, they went 4-6. 4-6. So, how are the 3... Wait a minute. Because we had these 3 here, but then we also had Halon and what was it, Menfina? No, that is 5. Yeah. These 3 plus 2, duh. Brain. 5. So yeah, 4, 5, and then there's 3 left. For some reason I was counting like an extra one here.
Ah, such joy it was to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate, and it was one surprise after another.
I really wanted to talk to you alone, to just say sorry for for double teaming you in that fight, but I just couldn't resist. Also, you were pretty sick in that fight. Yeah, it's 3 here, not 4. And that leaves 2 over here. Hello. Woody. Hello.
How bold you are to summon me, Genasia. 'Tis no less than I expect from you. In recognition of your valor and deeds, I offer a word of counsel. Well do I know the power of men's hopes, of mortal faith, and there is no faith that I reject. Yet in every age there are those who invoke the name of the divine for their own ends. Be not misled by them.
Yeah? Duh? What? The sky is blue? Menfina.
Oh, Genasia, what a delightful surprise. You wished to see me, did you?
Smile. Smile.
I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love. Yet that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly on love. For instance, my brethren love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. And whether or not Ocean is my beloved as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone, be it men or gods. I love you all alike. And needless to say, I love my adorable Dalamo too, whom you and yours gifted to me.
Many of these one-on-one talks is just like nothing burgers. It's like, hello, I love you. I love you all. Yes, the other gods love their followers too, and mankind and all that. But also, I really love everyone, men and gods, all alike. It's like, okay, yeah, and? That's it? Spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us await Krile and Grahatia together. And, here we sit and wait for 5 weeks. Still no sign of them. You know, I really thought that if we just stood here for another 3 hours, they might show up. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. As an adventurer, you are better traveled than most. Of the places you have seen, what kind do you like best? Natural environs, unspoiled by man. So you too enjoy being amidst nature. It gladdens me to know that we have that in common. I myself am partial to wandering Eorzea, so rich in ether. This land, and possessed of so many aspects. 'Twas when I was travelling through the Twellswood that I encountered this fellow. I knew not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye. Of course, he has long since recovered, and I probably should have returned him to his forest home. But when I see him here, undaunted in the presence of gods, I can't help but feel 'twas fate that delivered him to me. Look, him face, undaunted by the presence of gods. Still, the day will come when we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone! Welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings, and thence deliberated a course of action. Indeed. Hereon, we would do well to tread with caution. The waveforms we recorded with the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their ether, so much so as to dilute their very existence. Lest you worry, you've done no wrong, Genosia. The gods themselves wish to fight, after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battle until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we will seek out the 13th unnamed being, whose duty is to watch unflinching. If Roja is correct, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, said being is the Watcher on the Moon. Which is certainly a sentence. You'll be pleased to know I've already acquired permission to use the Tower of Babel from the Ilzabad contingent, who oversee the structure with the Gallian people's leave. We're really going then? To the moon? Huzzah! I wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, then let us set forth at once. Well, the Watcher is big. Very big. Fairly level-tempered. If you still wish to speak with the gods, best to seek them out now. They may not be there later. What do you mean they may not be there later? What? Huh? Excuse me, Derek? What do you... Huh? What do you mean, Derek? I mean, I've already talked to them all, so... To the moon we go. To Sinus Lacrimarum. Wah, 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 wah. Waiting for everyone else, because they have to actually travel all the way to the Tower of Babel and use it to transport to the moon.
Greetings, Hydaelyn's champion. You are ever welcome here, as are your companions.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Watcher. We come hoping that you would answer some questions for us. Questions about Hydaelyn. We have deciphered the monument at the heart of the Phantom Realm, in addition to the names and duties of the 12. It speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch unflinching. Are we correct in assuming that that individual is you? The 12 have existed for eras. If you know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim can only be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We wish to understand what that is.
Please.
So man has managed to come this far. Very well. You have earned the right to know. Remember, however, that I am but a creation, though I have been imbued with some memories of the past. They are far from complete. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Hydaelyn to serve a purpose alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And like myself, they believed that the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Venar selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties.
That would explain why the 12 appear to have personalities like mortals.
The men and women they once were influenced their personalities, yes, but so too did the faith of mortals. Knowingly or no, when men pray, they will the object of their worship to assume a form that can better grant them their heart's desire. In this manner have the 12 been shaped over aeons into images that fit men's ideals.
So you were right, Raha. Hopes and prayers have the power to influence the gods.
Yet, even as they thus changed, at Venar's behest, they would have refrained from intervening in mortal affairs. As a result, there will have been times where they acted in ways that are contrary to your expectations. But now that Hydaelyn is no more, and the final day is averted, the 12 have arrived at a decision regarding their fate, all their own. 'Tis not for me to reveal the truth of their desire. I can, however, guarantee that it will not visit harm upon mankind. Nay, far from it.
Well, I for one never felt that the gods meant us ill. To have your guarantee as well, we couldn't possibly doubt them anymore. It is most assuring to confirm the connection between you and the 12. With this, we may proceed in our quest with easier hearts. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. We shall return to the Omphalos and continue engaging with your brethren.
That is well. As I march on, I shall pray that the tale comes to a happy conclusion for gods and men alike.
Oops. Eek, eek. Oop, 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 oop. Smile.
May your journey be fulfilling.
Alright, back to the Omphalos. And we've got the gloom going on again. Gloom weather. Something's amiss. The gods' avatars are nowhere to be seen.
That's because our preparations are complete.
Hello.
I've waited so bloody long for this moment. Lynn, are such uncouth words the first you would speak unto our guest? Oh, leave off, Thayak. You can't tell me you're not as excited as I am.
I would be first to admit my joy, but on such a momentous occasion I would act with due propriety. Well met, children of man. 'Tis our understanding that you have spoken with the Watcher, and ascertained our true nature. Indeed, we were created by Hydaelyn to tend the star. Having built the Omphalos at its heart, and our sanctums throughout ether-rich Eorzea, we labor to preserve the balance of reality.
All of this we have learned, but there is still one thing we do not understand. Our analysis of the Phantom Realm revealed that you and yours dilute your very selves by fighting us. Would this not impede your ability to carry out your duties? We appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. Excuse me, Derek? I knew it! You were him all along. So the baby Opo was Ushan all along! Opo! I knew there was something up with you. Likewise, I knew that you harbored suspicion as to my true identity. It's the Opo! He's an earthbender! While my brethren used various creatures as their avatars, I chose the form of a man, the better to share in your solitude. And it fell to me.
The Wanderer, to beckon unto the Olympos, they who could grant our wish.
It makes sense how he was able to open up the Omphalos for us to walk in. What? How could you hide such a thing from us?
Had you known my true identity and our purpose, we feared that you would refuse to fight us. But our fears were unfounded. You heeded our requests, and despite the hardships, endeavored to grant it. Forgive me, Genossia, but I must leave the little fellow in your care. In the innermost part of our realm, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety.
Also, of course, him being one of the gods and sworn not to interfere with men and their activities, he would be like, I really don't want to interfere with this. I don't want to, talk to this person and convince them of anything, but I really feel like I should say something here. I'm gonna say it. You know, I don't regret it, even though I did technically interfere a little by just talking with him and making him feel better.
I await your coming with bated breath.
This is our grandest moment, mortal. Gird your loins and have at us.
I shall receive you with my awe. Be as a raging torrent, child of man.
He's poor little monkey. Hey there, little guy. I'm sorry, but your friend, he's one of the gods, and he's going back to his home, and you can't exactly stay with. Oh, he's so sad. He's so sad and depressed. This poor little Opo Opo. Oh no. Oh no. Look at him. Hey, Graha. He's still so depressed.
So Derek the Wanderer, the deity who shares in men's solitude. And in order to beckon us to the Phantom Realm, he posed as an explorer and solicited the aid of the sons of Saint Koinok. In spite of this, I do not feel as though I've been deceived, nor do I harbor any resentment. Rather, I simply feel sad.
I understand. 'Tis as if a dear friend were suddenly spirited far away. In hindsight, perhaps it was in expectation of the coming battle that he had kept men at arm's length. I imagine it must be even harder for you. But to know that one of the 12 walked among us, it makes me want to do the best we can by them. Aye, since time immemorial, the 12 have watched over all who abide on this star. And even as they fulfilled their purpose of maintaining stability, as beings possessed of sentience, they also heeded the hearts of men. So let us likewise heed their hearts, and do our utmost to grant them their desire. Yeah.
Then I believe we all know what comes next.
Time to fight! Go! Me and several other people. If we can get them together.
By all indications, this will be the final foray into the God's Sanctum. This task we entrust to you and your adventurer friends once more, Chancellor. As there's no telling what may happen afterwards, I shall remain on guard here. Twice now you have triumphed, and I have faith that you will do so yet again. Go well, Genosia.
Thalia, now accessible. Or Thalia. However it's pronounced. Thalia, Thalia. Let's see if we can duty finder it. There's not many party finders. Couple savages in extreme. We do mage log completion stuff. Shalani Fates. We shall see. It says average wait time of 16 minutes. Eee. It is a full raid. After all. Well, we might go do some society quests while we wait. Where to start? Let's start on the first, I suppose. Swap to Gunbreaker. Also, may as well use one of these. Whoops. And we should actually just fly on over here. Golden Dog. Excuse me. Yeah. I went to visit the Ether data center this afternoon to get ready for the stream, and then it was all like, it's all full. All of it. The whole data center full. And I'm like, oh. Now what? And I was looking it up, and apparently Primal tends to be also pretty easy to raid in, but I don't know. Who knows? Winnie was worried about me. I'm quite safe, I assure you. And if anything were to disturb me, these Porksies will send them on their merry way. But since you've come all this way here, perhaps you could watch my back while I carry on picking flowers on the cliff on the off chance that any beasties show. Throw one of my adorable companions at them. Just chuck them right at anything that comes our way. Like beavers, perhaps. Giant beavers. Phew. That should be enough for the time being. So was there any trouble? No? Jolly good. Thanks for keeping an eye out for me. Ta-ta for now. There we are. Surveying. Oh wait, also I forgot. I'm so used to doing this as my tanks that I forgot that I was doing monk here. Too late now. You. Oh well. I'm not in any hurry to get Monk and Samurai to 80. But it would be more beneficial for them than it is for my Gunbreaker. Fish trap. Burn them all in. There we go. And next, I think we'll go to Girapania. Blue Mage. Out in the fringes. Bam, bam, bam. Ashana! I need my quests. My daily society quest. Ooh, the party finder's filling up. 7 out of 15 DPS, 2 out of 3 tanks, including myself. Getting there. Although the average wait time went up to 25 minutes now. This society quest is really silly. It's like, okay, take this feed to this elephant over here. Or this Marid. And it goes, yay, I want more. And then you have to go back over to the pile of hay and grab more, and then go back to the Marid and feed it again, and then quest complete. It's like, what? Why didn't I just grab enough food to begin with? Why do I gotta go back and forth? Seems silly. Also, he's like right here. Why doesn't he just walk on over to the bridge and go get some food? Surely you could smell it from here. It's not that far. If he's so hungry, why doesn't he get his own food? I don't know, maybe... I haven't exactly read the quest, so maybe there's something in there about how it's like afraid to get onto the bridge or something. Or it's being stubborn about something.
Ah, you must be the adventurer they send. You have our thanks. As you will have heard, we seek to put down some uncommonly aggressive Daras. And to ensure that they stay down, we will strike their cores with cannon fire. At the junction to the north, we've laid a hunk of precious ore which attracts Daras. The creatures will single-mindedly march towards it, thus exposing their vulnerable cores to the cannon we've positioned at the perch nearby. Blech. Your task is to use the cannon to destroy the Daras before they can reach the ore. Go.
Alright. Actually, I should probably total just in case here. Thunderous explosives. Yes. Yes. Ground explodes in a shower of sand. Hey, Song of Torment. Eruption. Serpanaka. Serpanaka, Serpanaka, Serpanaka. Ram's voice. Freeze. Sonic boom. You didn't stand a chance. To the cannon. Yup. Oh. Gotta hit their core. I did it. Nothing to fear, Resistance Captain. Yes. Now we return. Having completed our missions. Still waiting for that party to form. I did the things. Yippee. I get only 76,000 XP per. It's not a lot. At least it's something. Now, next up. So those are the 60s and 70s. I guess we'll go to Ilsebard. Yetlemad for the 80s. Switch back to Gunbreaker, I guess. The average wait time went up to more than 30 minutes now. That's not good. Oh yeah, see this quest right here, it's a good example. You grab the food, you take it to the animal, and you feed them, and that's the quest, as I recall. Little hungry hippo, I have the feed for you. And it's happy, and it runs off back to Pelika's stand. And that's that. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to run all the way back to grab another handful of food and then run all the way back out here. Admittedly, this was a longer distance than the one with the Marid, but... Waiting for the old Pisaka. He's really doing nothing, huh? Oh, because of my brutal shell going on and stuff. Let's. Boom. Boom. Smash. Yeah. Woo. Let's go. Bang, bang, bang. Let's teleport. This one's in the river. Gathering the weeds. Been gathered. Off we go. Back to Pelika Stand, which has some sick beats. Also, how are we doing on only 1282? Okay, not close enough. Alright, we're almost 82 now. Very nice. Dragoon time. I was checking the tombstones in case I should stop by Rods and Han while we're here. But nope. And that would be, of course, to pick up more what should I call it? Manderville weapon pieces. I've currently got enough for 4.5. 4.5. Hi there, Grooving Green. That's silly. Youpli! Mark recipes. About to be level 91. As you could do. Let's go. On our manatee. Gotta wow some visitors. Woo. here this time. Shwaa! What a stunning display! I can hardly wait to share the tale of this magnificent beast with my kin back home. Thank you so much. Usually they're up here on this little bridge. Not today. Let's go. What's this one down here? And then we'll teleport over to Many Fires, take care of that, and teleport back to Tapoga. But then we'll have done all of the daily society quests that we can do. 4 sets of 3. I guess gotta fight a Morbull here. Giant Morbull. Bow, bow, bow. Go. That's right. Too many fires. Chuck. What's up? He gives me things. There you go. Back to Tapoga. And we hit 2 million. It's crazy. But we really need it. It's 13.6 skill to get to level 92. But we're doing it. We're slowly working everything to 100. The next ones to get to 70 would probably be the healers. Need to get the healers up to 90 in sync with the Sage so that I can get to level 90 healer gear. Because right now, Sage, the only level 90 gear they have is the weapon. The rest of it is all level 80 gear. Because I don't want to overflow my armory crate. And of course, Summoner's going to get dragged along with Scholar, so they'll be level 70, and that'll be helping with the magical ranged, getting to 70 as well. But yeah. Tanks will probably end up being the next to level 90. Samurai will probably be the next to getting to level 80. It's just the way it goes. And no, I still have not really touched any of my land or hand. Haven't had the time. here we are. Still waiting for Thalia. Oh, Kali. What is going on here? Certainly having some kind of conversation. He's in, she's not. Whole lot else that I can really do while we wait, is there? Can't queue up for anything else, can't go into any of the towers or that... what's it called? Over here. Phantom Village. Can't go and do anything there. Make sure everything's all repaired and everything. I have been doing my weekly raids of the heavyweight variety. Did all of those yesterday, this week. I've been stowing the hollow blades here in my chocobo. What I can't show you is that the rest of the gear pieces are being held onto by my retainers, but I have enough to get one chest piece, one gloves, one helmet, and 3/4 of a pant. I haven't gotten any, I haven't turned them in, because I'm like, well, currently, there's nothing that I want to do that requires a higher average item level than what I have on my tank. So there's not much of a reason to go out and upgrade it right now. And I figure I'll wait. If more content comes out that says, hey, you need a higher item level average, then I could take that stuff over here, turn it into whatever class or job I want to get up to snuff at that point in time. Because I'm not super drawn in by any of the gear. I will say the Code of Striking looks pretty neat. It reminds me of those KOTOR Jedi robe things, battle robes, whatever they're called. I think that's pretty neat. But that's for monks and samurai, and my monks and samurai are level 70, so they don't need it. Looks-wise, they could use it, but they can't really actually wear it. And everything else is just kinda, eh. Looks neat, I suppose. The one problem I have with the jackets here is that I can't dye them. So I'm stuck with whatever color they are. So black and yellow, and then white and blue, with some black as well, and a little bit of yellow as well. It's just like many, many colors. I guess this one has a bit of red and blue in there as well, with the lights. And some white undershirt. Yeah, they look pretty neat, pretty cyberpunky. But I'm not like, it's not like, oh, I have to have it. I still haven't been able to get, I've recently tried to, like once or twice, to find a group to do the Abyssos or Anabyssos raids, because I need more of that gear. I need 2 more helms here to be able to get every single helmet. I need a lot more armor to get all the armor pieces that I want. A lot more. But I really want those Abyssos armors because they're really cool and fiery and stuff. My only other option is to wait till patch 8.0 when we get to level 110, and then maybe I can solo them. Because those are level 80, right? I think? Level 80 raids? 80 or 90? And I see people sometimes doing savages, and I'm like, well, That is interesting. Unsync Mount Farm, Tank Cheese, Invuln, Fire and Ice, HC Skip. Need food in pots, big DPS. I feel like I would need to know a little bit more about the Savage version of Abyssos to jump into that. Tsukiyomi's pain, unreal. But what about Thalia? I feel like I'll have to put up a party finder for it. It is a full 3-party raid, level 90. And yeah, these are level 90 as well. Abyssos and Asphodelos and Anabyssos. Alright. Let's save up Party Finder. Recruit. Alliance raids. Where are you? Oh, it's right here. That smirk. Single eye peeking through the hole in the brim of my hat. Love this hat. And I love this sword, too. Very cool sword. shall see if we can get a party together. Might not be able to, though. Gallant shepherd, adorable little doggo. How much was that cyberbike? 7.5 million gil, yeah. Insane. Like, bruh. Absolutely insane. In exchange. Huh. Dude, you can't just sit on the table, on the countertop. Bruh. So rude. Oh look, an Umano Unicorn. What's the totem gear for Doomtree? Samshire. War axe. That's a hammer. That's not an axe anymore. Oh, and the shield. Guillotine. The gun blades. Spear. War scythe. Huge chunks of metal. Runaway knuckles. Oh, again with this design. Why? If you have the big object in line with the fist and arm, then it works much better. But when you have it offset like that, so that you're holding onto a handle here that links up to the thing here, then that's gonna push back when you punch, and it's gonna slam into your wrist and arm every time you punch, because it's just gonna rotate. You don't have enough grip to stop it from rotating when you punch someone with it. It's terrible design. Runaway blade. Ooh, it lights up. Runaway cleavers. Twin fangs. Runaway fold. Handgun. I really wish they'd do something with the charge pack. Either change it to match the gun, or be able to hide it in some way. It's always clashing and it's so clunky and just kind of there on your hip. Other characters get to have a gun without a charge pack. Book of the Doomed. Runaway foil. Flat brush.
staff. Kind of looks like the, what is it, Staff of Command from Twilight Princess. Word of the Rail. It's the word of the rail. Star Globe. Runaway wings. Nothing really great. Goodness. Are these... They don't appear to be gender locked. That's neat. It's just one's oversized and one's not. What's up with the chipmunk? Okay, so you got regular t-shirt, you've got form-fitting t-shirt, and then you've got the oversized, and then you've got the suit and head, and why? Music. That's some mounts. Shroud of Darkness. Days of Darkness. Hairstyle. Got these eyes with an aura of irrepressible might. Wings of ruin, wings of resolve, wings of eternity, wings of the knighthood. And these steampunk stuffs for mnemonics. And of course we need 7 hollow blades for the Universal Tombstone 3.0.
We're at 3. Need 4 more. 4 more weeks. Whole month. Before I can get 1 weapon. But even then, I'm probably gonna just hang on to them. And wait. And maybe grab an 8th one. And that way when the next patch comes out and they decide, okay, you can have as many as you want. And also it only takes 3, like, what is it, 4? Only takes 4. Let's see. Yeah, only takes 4 then. It's like, alright, well now I get 2 instead of 1. At least. We get weapons. Which look okay. That's another reason I'm not like super giddy and like, oh, I gotta get it. It's like, it's eh. They're eh. They look eh. So it's really just about stats, and I don't need the stats at the moment. I'm not doing savages or whatever. No one's showed up for my party thunder. Dang. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna be fighting the gods today. I don't think we will. Wait, what do you mean average wait time of 8 minutes? What? It was over a half hour before. Ain't no way the average wait time is 8 minutes now. Bro, what?
Don't tell me a group got together while I was off trying to party finder. Hey, Morpho, come down, Morpho, no, just go around. You don't have to cut corners like that. Well, they're in C7 GPS. I don't think that anyone got into a group. Look at that 7.5 million gil bike. Why are they so expensive? It's ridiculous. Also, wait, where's my chat box? Yeah, I don't think it's happening today, sadly. Don't have great luck with the god raids. It's sad.
Well, I don't know, maybe I'll... I'm trying to think. Do I do the raid off stream where I don't have to worry about entertaining people while we sit here for like an hour or two waiting for anyone to show up? Or do I just do it whenever my next Final Fantasy XIV stream ends up being? Queue up for that. Either way, I would want to save any story bits for stream. Of course, but I guess I'll just leave it for later. But the next stream will be on Monday. Again, hopefully we'll actually be able to stream on Monday. Last week Monday, this past Monday, Twitch's servers were being all crappy and so I couldn't stream. But assuming the servers are fine this Monday, we'll be playing more Ghost of Yotei. Heading to Teshio Ridge. And next Wednesday, we'll be continuing our journey in Final Fantasy X, which has been absolutely ridiculous so far. I'm enjoying it, but it's being slightly unhinged. And next Saturday, I know that next Saturday's stream will have to be a little bit earlier because I've got something going on in the evening. I have to be there by 4, and so I have to definitely end the stream by 3 at the latest. Which is usually around when I end the stream, but you know, sometimes I like to go a little longer than 3 hours on the Saturdays. If there's a lot of stuff, or if there's a game like, when there's a lot of stuff to do in Final Fantasy XIV, that's when I'll go longer. But I think next Saturday we'll probably just play more
Final Fantasy X. I think that's the plan, because obviously right now, Final Fantasy 14, there's not a whole lot for me to do. It's basically just dailies and weeklies at this point. We've caught up on the Hildebrand adventures. We're caught up on main story. We're caught up on Arcadian, everything. So until the next patch, there's not much to do. So we'll probably be moving to Final Fantasy X for our Saturday streams, as well as our Wednesday streams. It is an RPG, so there's going to be plenty of game to play to fill all that time. Yeah, that's the plan. Regardless, though, until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.